Welcome, chosen one. You are here by design, not by accident. This moment was planned, guided by a force greater than you or me. God's hand has brought you here to remind you of who you are and what you stand for. Truth is like a buried spring, pressed down by layers of stone and dirt. They think they've silenced it. They build walls of lies and fortresses of deceit, believing they can control what belongs to God. But they've forgotten one thing: God's truth is not theirs to bury. It moves with divine power, unstoppable and eternal. They fear this truth because it's their undoing. It shatters their illusions and exposes their schemes. But you are not like them. You are the chosen. You are the one who stands firm while the ground shakes, the one who carries the truth God has entrusted to you. This is not just a battle of words. It's a spiritual calling, to rise, to speak, to let God's light shine through you. Are you ready to take your place? Because the time is now, the truth is rising and God is moving. Let's begin this journey together. Truth, buried but unbroken. They think they can bury the truth. They think their lies are strong enough to silence it. But they are wrong. Truth is not fragile. Truth is alive. Listen closely. No matter how deep they dig, no matter how carefully they hide their schemes, the truth is always pushing back. It grows stronger in the dark. It breaks through their walls of deception. Like roots cracking stone, like light piercing through shadows, the truth refuses to stay buried. They are afraid of it. Do you know why? Because the truth is their reckoning. It exposes their weakness. It tears apart their lies. They fight it because they know the moment it rises, their power crumbles, their control shatters. The truth is not their ally. It is their judgment. But you are different. You are not like them. You are not the deceiver. You are the chosen. You are the one who carries the truth, the one who stands firm while they tremble. Do you feel that weight inside you? That unshakable force? That is your strength. That is your purpose. And here's the most important thing. The truth is not yours alone. It belongs to God. It is His weapon, His voice, and He does not let it rest in silence. He watches, He waits. And when the time is right, He moves. When He acts, no lie can stand. No darkness can endure. They may laugh now. They may think their plans are secure. But their time is running out. They cannot escape divine justice. The truth is rising and they can do nothing to stop it. So I ask you this: are you ready to watch them fall? Are you prepared to stand in the light when the truth is revealed? Because that moment is coming. The truth will break through like a flood, sweeping away everything false, everything corrupt, and you will be there to see it. You are part of something greater. You are chosen to carry the truth, to defend it, to rise with it. Do not doubt your role. Do not fear their lies. The truth is your strength, and when it rises, it will vindicate you. Stand firm. The truth is not just inevitable, it is unstoppable. And with it, so are you, the weight of their lies. They think their lies are invincible. They weave their deceptions with arrogance, stacking falsehood upon falsehood, confident that no one will see through their facade. But every lie carries a weight, and the heavier the burden, the harder they fall. Look around you. The signs are everywhere. They speak of unity, yet their actions divide. They promise fairness, yet they profit from corruption. Their words are polished, but their hearts are rotten. Do they think no one sees? Do they believe their web of deceit is impenetrable? Their lies are not as strong as they think. Every false word, every hidden act is like a crack in a dam. It holds for a while, but the pressure is building, the dam is breaking, and when it collapses, their lies will drown them. God's justice does not sleep. He allows their lies to grow, not because He is absent, but because He is patient. He gives them time to repent. But when the time is up, He acts decisively. The weight of their deception becomes their undoing. You've felt it, haven't you? That frustration, that anger, that longing for justice. It's not a weakness. It's a sign that you are aligned with the truth. You see their games for what they are. You feel the weight of their lies, but you also sense the power of the truth pressing against it, ready to break through. They may try to silence you. They may call you crazy, dismiss you as weak, or attack your character. That's what liars do. They fear exposure, so they lash out. But you are stronger than they are. You are grounded in something they cannot touch. Truth, backed by divine power. Understand this, every lie they tell, every act of injustice, only hastens their end. The more they deny the truth, the more powerful its eventual revelation becomes. God is the ultimate judge, and his verdict cannot be appealed, so stand tall. Let their lies pile up. Let their schemes grow complex. It only means the collapse will be greater. When their falsehoods fall, it will be loud, undeniable, and final, and you will be there, standing in the light, vindicated by the truth you carried all along. The weight of their lies cannot crush the truth. It only makes its rise more powerful. And when it does, they will have nowhere to hide. The divine pressure. They think they are in control. They believe their power is absolute, their secrets secure. But they've underestimated something far greater than themselves. God's truth is not passive. It is not weak. It is a force that grows with every act of deceit, building pressure like a storm ready to unleash. Think about a volcano. On the surface, it may seem quiet, even dormant, but beneath the ground, unimaginable power is gathering. Pressure builds silently and steadily until the earth can no longer contain it. And when it erupts, there's no stopping it. That's what the truth is like. It moves with the same divine precision, quiet but unstoppable. God sees everything they've hidden, every secret deal, every whispered lie. They may fool the world, but they cannot fool him. He allows them to build their empires of deceit, not because he approves, but because he's preparing something greater. With every passing day, the pressure grows. And when it finally breaks, their empires will crumble into dust. You too are part of this process. You are not a bystander. You are a vessel for the truth, chosen to stand firm while the pressure mounts. Yes, it can feel overwhelming. Yes, the lies seem endless. But that's only because the eruption hasn't come yet. Listen carefully. God's timing is perfect. His pressure is deliberate. Every moment of silence, every instance of delay serves a purpose. He is not slow, he is strategic, and when he acts, it will be undeniable. The truth will not just emerge, it will explode, scattering every falsehood in its path. They won't be able to stand against it. They won't know where to turn. Their carefully crafted lies will collapse under the weight of divine justice. And in that moment, the world will see them for what they truly are. But what about you? Are you prepared for the eruption? Are you ready to stand in the aftermath, unshaken and victorious? Because that's your destiny, to witness the truth's triumph, to see God's justice fulfilled, to rise as a testament to his power. The pressure is building, the storm is coming, and when it hits, nothing will remain hidden. Be ready. The truth is on its way. The collapse of their foundations. They built their kingdom on lies. Each false promise, each hidden agenda is a stone in their foundation. From the outside, it looks strong, imposing, unshakable. But what they don't realize is that their foundation is crumbling beneath them. Do you know what happens to a building when its base is weak? It doesn't matter how grand it looks on the surface, it's doomed to fall. And when it does, the collapse is sudden, violent, and complete. This is their reality. They think their schemes will endure forever. They think their power is eternal, but the truth is already working against them, like cracks spreading through stone. Every lie they've told, every secret they've buried, weakens their structure. And when the moment comes, everything they've built will come crashing down. God has warned us about this. He calls it the house built on sand. It might withstand the calm, but the storm is coming. And when it hits, their foundation will be swept away. Their pride will be shattered. Their empires of deceit will be nothing more than rubble. You see, truth doesn't just reveal, it destroys. It dismantles the systems of the wicked, leaving no stone unturned. And it does so with divine authority. They may think they can outsmart God. They may think they can cover their tracks, but they are fools. God is not mocked. He sees their foundation for what it is, fragile, weak, and destined to fail. This is where you come in. While their world falls apart, you stand on solid ground. Your foundation is not built on lies. It is built on truth, on faith, on the unshakable power of God's word. When their collapse begins, you will not be shaken. You will rise above the chaos as a witness to their downfall. So, let them mock you. Let them dismiss you. Every word they speak against you only adds to their collapse. Every attack they launch only hastens their ruin, because they are fighting against the inevitable. The truth will not be denied, and when the dust settles, when their empire lies in ruins, the truth will remain, unmoved, victorious, eternal, and you will remain with it, standing as a testament to the power of God and the indestructible nature of the truth. Their foundations are cracking. Their time is running out. Stand firm. The truth will prevail, and you will prevail with it. The rise of the chosen. While their lies crumble, something extraordinary is happening. The chosen are rising. That's you. That's your purpose. While they scatter in confusion, you stand firm. While they fall to their knees, you rise to your feet. Do you understand what this means? This is your moment. This is what you were made for. You are not like them. You were never meant to hide in the shadows or follow the crowd. You are chosen, set apart by God to be a beacon of truth in a world drowning in deception. They tried to silence you. They ridiculed you. They called you insignificant. But their words were powerless because they didn't know who you really are. You are not weak. You are not alone. You are backed by divine authority, strengthened by a truth they cannot destroy. Let me ask you, do you feel it? The strength stirring within you, the fire that refuses to be extinguished. That's no accident. That's the power of God, preparing you for what's to come. The chosen are not silent observers. They are warriors. They are defenders of truth. And that's what you are. Look at their fear. Look at their desperation. It's because they see what's coming. They see the rise of people like you, uncompromising, unafraid, unstoppable. They know they cannot win against the truth, and they cannot win against you. But being chosen comes with responsibility. You cannot stay silent. You cannot stand still. The truth doesn't just need to be carried, it needs to be proclaimed. You are a light in the darkness, and light cannot hide. It shines, it exposes, it transforms. You are rising, not because you seek power, but because you are called to a higher purpose. Your rise is not about revenge or pride. It's about justice. It's about being a living testimony to the power of God's truth. And when you rise, others will follow. Your courage will ignite theirs. Your strength will inspire them. This is your destiny, to rise above the chaos, to stand firm while the world trembles, to carry the truth, no matter the cost. God has chosen you for this moment, and His power flows through you. So rise with boldness, rise with purpose. The time has come to take your place among the chosen. The truth is calling, and you are the one who will answer. The light piercing the darkness. Darkness thrives on silence. It feeds on secrecy, on shadows where the truth is hidden. But the moment light enters, everything changes. Darkness cannot resist light. It cannot fight it. It flees. That is what the truth does. It is light, and they fear it more than anything. They have built their lives, their power, their identities on darkness. They depend on it. But their greatest mistake is believing the light can be kept out. The truth isn't waiting for permission to rise. It doesn't need their approval. When the time comes, it will pierce the darkest corners of their lives, exposing everything they worked so hard to hide. Have you noticed how desperate they've become? How frantic their efforts are to distract, to confuse, to suppress? That's because they know the light is coming. The cracks in their armor are growing, and they cannot stop the inevitable. God's truth doesn't just illuminate, it transforms. It burns away the falsehoods. It destroys the darkness at its core. And you are part of that light. You are the one carrying it forward. Every time you speak the truth, every time you refuse to be silent, the light spreads. You are not just watching the darkness fade, you are making it happen. Darkness only exists where there is no light. It has no power of its own. The moment you bring the truth, their lies begin to dissolve. Their control weakens. That's why they fear you. That's why they try to silence you. But their fear cannot stop the light. It cannot stop you. God's truth is not something they can fight with their schemes or their words. When the light shines, their plans crumble. Their lies are laid bare. Their time is over. So don't hold back. Don't let their intimidation dim your purpose. You are called to shine, to be the light in their darkness, to be the truth that makes them tremble. This is not just about defeating them. It's about reclaiming what they've stolen. It's about restoring what they've corrupted. The darkness is retreating. The light is breaking through. And when it does, the world will never be the same. You are the carrier of that light, so let it shine boldly and without fear. The truth is unstoppable, and so are you, the justice that cannot be escaped. They thought they could escape it. They thought their lies would shield them, that their power would protect them. But no one escapes justice, not when it's divine. God's justice is perfect, it is absolute, and it is coming. But justice is not something they can bargain with. It is not something they can delay forever. When God acts, he acts with finality. Their lies, their schemes, their false power will be stripped away. Justice doesn't negotiate. It doesn't waver. It strikes with precision. Have you ever seen a tree struck by lightning? It stands tall and proud one moment, unyielding in its arrogance, and then, in an instant, it is split open, laid bare for all to see. That is what happens when divine justice arrives. It is swift, it is undeniable, and it leaves no question of who was right and who was wrong. You might wonder, why does God wait? Why doesn't he act now? The answer is simple. He is giving them time. Time to repent, time to turn from their ways. But make no mistake, his patience is not weakness, his waiting is not absence. When the moment comes, his justice will be complete, and there will be no second chances. And you are not forgotten in this process. You are not a victim of their lies. You are a witness to their downfall, a testament to the strength of the truth. You will see them fall. You will see their power undone. And you will stand unshaken because you were on the side of truth all along. Justice doesn't just punish the wicked, it vindicates the righteous. It proves that every moment you held on, every time you refused to bend to their lies, was worth it. Their judgment is your vindication. Their fall is your rise. The time is near. The reckoning is at hand. Justice is coming for them. Be ready to stand tall when it does, because you are part of something greater. You are not just a witness, you are a victor. The truth has triumphed, and so have you. The time for silence is over. The truth is rising, and so are you. Everything hidden will be revealed. Everything false will fall. You are part of this moment, chosen to stand in the light and witness the triumph of what is just and true. But remember this, being chosen comes with a responsibility. You are not just an observer, you are a voice. You are a warrior for truth. Stand firm, speak boldly, let the world know where you stand, because the light you carry is unstoppable. As you move forward, don't let the noise of them distract you. Their lies are loud, but their power is fading. Focus on the truth, on your mission, and on the justice that is unfolding. Your strength is not just in what you believe, it's in what you do. If this message has inspired you, take action. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this. Together, we amplify the truth. Together, We are the light. And as you go, know this: you are not alone. You are chosen, empowered, and destined to overcome. Keep shining, and we'll see you again soon. Stay strong.